Why? I can't deal with it. You have to drive it, dude.
Welcome back to the Maximum Chillage Podcast, Season 2, Episode 11. My name is Chewy Sanchez, and with me, as always...
I'm Tiki Mike.
Tiki Mike, what's up, man? How you doing today?
I'm doing
MLK Day?
well.
Doing pretty good? Day. Monday?
Yeah.
Well, you're off Monday, so it's not a Monday
actually,
for you.
I worked today.
You worked? On a Monday?
I covered a shift.
What time?
9:45 in the morning. 6:15.
That's an odd time for you.
Yeah.
Were you able to wake up fine?
Yeah, man. I get up early all the fucking time.
That's true.
The
I
thing
do call
is
you
that
at like 5 in the morning
sleep.
sometimes.
I sleep in weird little patches of like an hour and a half.
Have you ever got that checked out, dude?
I'm just waiting to let my body decay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just you know, I know.
Does the weed help with that?
Yeah, sometimes it makes me sleepy and I catch up on a little Z's.
I have noticed that sometimes I'll get really inspired that I want to do something.
Yeah. And
it's about 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning. I'll call Michael and he'll answer. That's what I like about you. Is that when I need you, you answer. That's a good trait to have. Michael doesn't have a lot of good traits. He has no redeeming features.
No.
But he'll answer your phone calls when you need it. And he'll entertain any stupid idea that you have at 5 in the morning.
I just want to rule out certain things, you know? You know, it might be a stupid idea right off the bat, but I need to look at it from every which way. It might be a genius fucking idea, you know? You know, who am I to crush the next Kanye? You know what I mean? Who am I to, you know, people have vision, Chewy. And, you know, what sounds stupid to some people, you know, it's just a fucking work of art to others. So
I feel like we should give your phone number on this podcast so people can call you at 5 in the morning and bounce ideas off you.
Just to bounce ideas off me and then we talk about it?
Yeah.
You know, I'm not ready to put that out there, but, you know, it's not off the table either. You know, that'd be interesting. That'd be interesting, like... It'd be interesting if we had.
What about you schedule a phone call with Tiki Mike so you know that the phone call's coming?
Well, I wish it was something that I could record. Like you could record phone calls.
The other day, I actually called Michael, and I was just telling, and if you've never called this man, you don't know the great comedic fucking everything about calling this guy is funny. So I called him. I'm fucking at work. And I'm like, fuck, dude, I really wish I could record every phone conversation with you and use it as our intro to every podcast. Because this guy's... give him your number, dude. Just do it. Just give him your fucking number.
No, only like 2 people would call as a joke. It would be crushing if we did not have a segment to follow this up on.
That's true.
I don't want it. It's embarrassing.
So today was not your day off, so you had to work. Did you get paid double time? Is that your job do that?
No, I don't get
not for
time.
This day?
Not for this day.
Ugh.
No, because even if I work 48 hours...
you worked 48 hours this week?
Sometimes, yeah, I do.
God bless, dude.
Not always. Not this next week, but, you know, sometimes. But, yeah, I'm just saying, like, yeah, it's like there's no actual overtime on it because Sundays are already time and a half, so as long as you don't work Monday through Saturday, then you're not getting overtime. So, yeah. They abuse that a little bit and make people work 6 days sometimes.
Fine, so today's not your day off. What are you going to do tomorrow on your day off?
I don't know, man. I might actually chill with my cousin. I haven't...
Your meth head cousin?
No, I don't have a meth head cousin.
The one you take to sell CDs.
Oh, he's not a meth head.
Oh.
He's, you know, at one time had some issues with drugs and mental health issues, but... yeah, you know, I take that fool to Rasputin every now and then, and, you know, he sells stuff, and his brothers always give him DVDs. They give him, like an insane amount of DVDs. He gets some of the same movies more than once, and, you know, he just goes and flips them at Rasputin, and then sometimes tries to buy oldie CDs or cassettes, and then uses the rest of the money on fucking scratchers, and, yeah, man.
What are you going to do with your cousin tomorrow?
My other cousin, he's the only cousin that was like kind of near my age, or one of the only cousins. that I hung out with in Sanger, and this guy's been in Portland a lot and fucking Washington, and now he's back, and we're gonna go play pool, man.
No, all right.
Yeah.
What's your ideal day off? Say you have one day off.
I don't know, man.
And you just want to do something.
Honestly, lately, Chewy, I just don't want to do a fucking thing.
You just want to stay in your house.
I just want to not
So
even,
you want to
not even
relax.
fucking walk outside.
You want to listen to the call map. You want to listen
Dude,
to
you know,
a Irish guy sing.
Hey, man, if that shit was free, yeah. No, I mean, yeah.
You want to go halfers with me on a subscription?
To the Calm app?
No. So I was thinking about subscriptions right now.
Yeah.
There's a subscription service with, it's like Netflix,
Yeah.
but just for horror movies. I feel like we could go halfers on that and really enjoy it.
I think I know which one you're talking about. I'm pretty sure I've seen it advertised on Instagram.
Is it good?
I'm not a big fan of horror movies.
I thought you were.
No, I was getting into it for the spirit of Halloween, and there's some horror movies I like. Most I don't like. Most are terrible.
There's like this movie on there. I think it's called like, it's the name of a girl or something, but it's Nicolas Cage and it's exclusive to this app, dude.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. It came up on my Instagram.
How much money do they have to pay Nicolas Cage to do this movie,
no,
dude?
Man, that fool's in hella debt always. No, I mean, as much money as he's made from like the National Treasure franchises and Ghost Rider franchises, all the fucking franchises that guy was getting at one time. That fool was not paying taxes for a while, and he was buying wild ass shit. Like he owned an island, he owned a fucking octopus, and like had this giant aquarium thing, and like, yeah, man. I mean, that guy is wild, and that's why he does every fucking role that comes his way.
So you don't want to go halfers with me on the subscription?
No, I don't want to go halfers with you.
I really wish you would.
No, I mean, how much is it? Do you even know?
It's $4.99.
$4.99.
Yeah, $4.99.
You want to go halfers?
I can't commit to $4.99 a month, dude.
How are we gonna? How that is?
I think we're off on different times, so we're never gonna overlap on the app.
Oh fuck, man! Is this $4.99? Like you can't share a password with this? I think you should just pick it up, man, if you're interested in it.
Speaking of subscription services, It's right here. Netflix, Pauly Shore Netflix special. Sign the petition on change.org.
We're gonna link that to our Instagram.
I think we are gonna link that to our Instagram. Let's check in on this. I signed this yesterday. I think it was like 2,000 likes. Zero have signed. 41. Okay, it's populating. It's populating.
Oh, okay.
It's populating. Hold on. It's still sad.
Wait, does that just say to get to 200?
Yeah, let's get to 200. Hold on. Oh, it's just taking a long time.
Dude, oh, man.
Let's see. 105 people have signed.
That's just because people are not aware. You got to get the important
Pauly Shore
out.
deserves his own Netflix stand-up special.
We're all distracted by all this Trump Russia hoo-ha. Because they're trying to hide and bury one of our nation's finest treasures of comedy, Pauly Shore, from making a heroic comeback that has been far too long in delay.
Honestly, I feel like I waste money on my Netflix.
Yeah.
And this would make me feel like I'm not wasting so much money.
You think you waste money on Netflix?
Oh, dude. I waste money on Netflix.
Oh, dude.
There's nothing.
All the time.
No, fuck that.
Hey, man, I'm almost
I
done
do want to
with
watch the Fire Festival documentary, but I've heard the Hulu one is better, and I don't have the Hulu fucking subscription.
Free trial, bro.
Do you have the Hulu? Do you have
I do
the
not
Hulu?
Have Hulu. I don't have Hulu. Yeah, man. I mean, you should just start the free trial just to get that documentary out of the way.
Then I won't. I always do those free trials and I never fucking cancel. And then I'm locked in a year's fucking engagement. I'm playing for PlayStation Network right now.
Dude.
I don't have a PlayStation.
Oh, man. Well, how did that happen?
One of my friends let me borrow a PlayStation. I wanted to play online.
Yeah.
And it says, you can't play online. This isn't fucking old PS3. You have to pay for this.
It used to be free.
So I was like, all right, well, I'll pay for it. So I said, I'm only going to pay for a month. If you only pay for a month, it's more expensive.
Yeah.
So I paid for 6 months.
Yeah.
I'm paying for it still. I don't have the fucking PlayStation.
They asked for it back?
They asked for it back, yeah.
Oh,
apparently a new game came out that they wanted to play. Apparently I'm getting it bad, but that's all. I never know with that one. Our Lord and Savior, David Lynch, was actually, his birthday just passed on January 20th.
Man, I'm digging that picture fucking montage.
What's your favorite David Lynch film? Or TV show?
Favorite David Lynch work? I don't know, man. I gotta go with his original, his classic, the Eraserhead, man. Fucking weird. I do like Blue Velvet a lot, but yeah, I don't know which one I like more. One's a more mature movie, the other one's more of an experimental film, and it's just different vibes. I don't know. Both Lynchian, but different vibes nonetheless.
What's on your to watch list right now? I know that you're a big movie guy.
That's the thing, man. I fell like out of it. I feel like, I mean, I haven't kept up on it like how I used to watch movies all the time. Maybe it's because I've been watching fucking like Frasier and fucking Twilight Zone lately. I've been watching series and trying to complete it. I'm like 8 episodes away from all 9 seasons of Frasier. And I think I started that in the beginning of summer. So I burned through that much TV.
Have you? Okay, so I have never watched all of them sequentially.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Does it fall off at any point where you're like, this isn't the same show anymore?
Okay, this last season, I mean, you can definitely tell there's a little bit of different writing vibes because the writers did change throughout the series. Like there were no original writers from season 1 that lasted all the way to season 9. They always went off to other shows and other writing jobs, and so it was kind of like a stepping up show. But the writers were always trying to keep faithful to the characters and their traits that they developed over the years. But I
honestly think the sitcom has honestly died.
Yeah, the sitcom has died.
If you think about like all the great shows that used to be just like Frasier, or even if you want to get silly, Roseanne or Coach, any of these shows, the sitcoms, the classic sitcoms. You watch now, it's like what's the sitcom that's going on right now?
Well, I mean, all the
Bee in Apartment 23, or Don't Trust the Bee in Apartment 23.
That show went off air about like 6 years ago,
and rightfully so, because it sucked. Like there's no what's sticking right now.
Man. It was funny, man.
Can you think
James Vanderbeek was fucking hilarious in that show, man?
Can you think of a sitcom that's sticking right now? Like the most famous ones are like the Goldbergs, like the ABC shows. Yeah. Fucking terrible. But who watches them and who keeps them on the air? They never get canceled.
Hey, sometimes I go into the break room and I'm just like, oh shit, people actually watch this, or people like this stuff. I mean, I never figured out why Big Bang Theory was on so long. And that does follow more of a traditional sitcom format than like the Goldbergs. I don't know, man. I mean, is the Goldbergs even a sitcom?
Yeah.
I mean, situation comedy. Does it follow the same format when it's filmed like that? It's not filmed on a set like thing. You know what I mean?
I don't think anything is filmed on a set like thing anymore.
Yeah, I mean, Big Bang Theory was.
That's true.
Like those were all sets. The 2.5 Men and all of those shows, Mike and Molly. Still, like
I feel like those were like the last.
Are those all CBS shows?
Yeah, CBS.
Oh, but like The Last Man Standing with Tim Allen. That is a popular show, and that's on a set.
Have you ever seen it?
No, I've never seen it.
Is it any good?
I mean, I see little clips here.
As much as I hate Tim Allen, I feel like I love him at the same time.
I love Tim Allen, man. I mean, I probably wouldn't like talking politics with Tim Allen, but if he wasn't sober, I imagine he's sober. I don't know why. I would fucking like to have a beer with Tim Allen.
Home Improvement was another one of those classic sitcoms.
But is it a classic because it's just filtered through our nostalgic eyes, or
I don't think so.
Do you appreciate it?
I think if you were to look at Nielsen back in the day, it was probably a fucking juggernaut, creating millions in revenue. Like I'm willing to bet money that you were to go back and look at the ratings, and they were probably like crazy good.
Yeah.
As opposed to today's ratings. And
okay, but today's ratings are only
Granted-
bad because there's
granted,
so much
yeah.
media.
because I want to get Hulu and I want to watch the Fire fucking documentary.
Or people are watching fucking.
Or I
want to
pay $4.99 a month to watch shitty fucking horror films with Nicolas Cage.
Or they're playing, or Netflix. I think they said that their biggest competitor is actually Fortnite. So that's even considered another media that people consume. As far as media saturation and things that people are like viewing, Netflix is still reigning supreme on screen time, and it's followed very closely by Fortnite at the moment.
Do you think we're just too fucking caught up in all the media consumption?
Yeah, man. I don't know. That's why I just want to kind of get off fucking Instagram.
I was thinking about getting off Instagram yesterday.
Yeah.
To me, I feel like it hinders me because of the job that I have.
Yeah.
I feel like being on that stuff kind of like helps me, even though it probably doesn't. It's just in my head that it does.
I mean, do you use it for networking through DMs of different organizations?
I have gotten sales like that before.
Yeah.
Not that they're very
profitable.
No, they are profitable. Not that they're very not that they happen all the time.
Yeah.
Like they're very few and far between. Like I think they can survive without it.
Do you find yourself wasting too much time on the explore page or
I
something?
find myself wasting too much time on the internet, period.
Yeah.
And I feel like I want to go back and do more analog shit. You and I were talking in like Take 15 that we want to start reading more. But the only thing that would keep me from reading would be trying to figure out what to watch on Netflix. I think let's do a challenge.
A challenge?
Let's do a challenge. It'll be a challenge between you and I. Let's see, and let's be gentlemen about this.
Oh.
Who will read more books by the end of the year? You want to put some money on it?
Okay, but how? It's hard to regulate. I mean, are we regulating by page
number? No, you don't have to. It has
because,
to.
I mean,
you want to cheat? If you want to cheat, if you want to read Dr. Seuss,
Goosebumps books, man.
If that's what you want to, if that's what you want to do with your life,
Goosebumps.
Honestly, I'm not here to tell you what to read, dude. I don't need you to go read fucking Noam Chomsky. Whatever you want to read is what you want to read.
Look, man. It's the media that's putting all of the political ideas in our heads.
Have you noticed there hasn't been any birds since the government shut down?
Dude, I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, man. So that's fucking... You're tripping me out, dude. I'm not even high anymore, and I'm tripped out.
Have you noticed that, dude?
No, dude.
There's been no birds.
Not those dinosaur birds you have in your palm trees back here.
Gone. Man. Those are the big ones.
Those are the ones that fly away at the end of... Is it Lost World?
Those big guys?
Those pterodactyls?
Those are the big HD cameras. That's when they really got to be taking a look at you.
Yeah, dude. Obama spared no expense developing those drones, man. Fuck, dude. Yeah, I don't know. Do I admire that? Or do I hate the tyrannical overstep, I don't know.
Periodically, you'll tell me about these, like, fucking crazy conspiracies.
Yeah.
You got any for me right now?
Nah, man. I feel like
you're off of those two.
Well, no. I still read.
There's no more conspiracies since the government shut down.
No. Who's putting out the conspiracies? Yeah, the government themselves. Yeah, which it makes sense. Keeps them distracted from what's actually going on.
Honestly, have you noticed that? Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Since the government's been shut down, it's been a slow news month.
No, but like honestly, man, I feel like every conspiracy theory that I've ever heard, I've heard already. Like I feel like I'm not, shown anything new anymore with conspiracy theories. Like, take me back to the shock of fucking chemtrails, man.
I don't know what that is. Explain that.
That's stupid. It's the planes, man.
What planes?
All the jets.
Oh yeah.
The streams. The streams of clouds. Those two thoughts, man. Okay. They're trying to depopulate us. They're giving us all cancer. If you look at the molecular stuff that's
I'm
being
believing
left
this
behind,
already.
it's all aluminum and other shit. and these heavy metals that are toxic to our system.
Oh, dude.
And we're just all dying from cancer.
Dude, all that aluminum that I put in my body with that deodorant.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's actually something that, yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'm in. I'm subscribed.
So that's the other thought. The other one's connected to a larger conspiracy of it.
The pineal gland.
The harp.
The third eye.
No, harp.
No.
Pineal gland.
The pineal gland.
No.
All the fluoride in the water.
Yeah, calcifying the pineal gland. No.
That's why I'm so clairvoyant, dude.
No.
I don't drink water.
This is Mountain Dew. This body is fueled by Mountain Dew. Baja Blast exclusive. No, fucking harp.
Okay.
Right?
Got it.
All these cell towers.
I'm in.
They're not cell towers.
No, I'm in,
bro.
yeah.
You know, you think that there's satellites in space, bro? We haven't gone to space because this is all in all of these are led into one another. You see, the Earth is flat, man, and if you look at ancient cultures, there's always a bubble, and that is not space. What that is we can't go past that bubble, man. It's a gelatinous liquid thing. Anyways, so what these people are doing, these devils, is they have these towers out, and with these chemtrails, they're releasing metals into the atmosphere, and with these towers situated everywhere, they're able to control the weather patterns with these heavy metals that are in the air, and they're able to create tsunamis. And they're able to create.
Have you noticed there hasn't been
droughts.
any tsunami since the government shut down?
And yeah, man, but all of these are like the same fucking conspiracy theory. You know what I mean? It's the same fucking conspiracy theory every time I go on to one of these sites, and I don't even like them. It's just the little X-Files fan in me wants to believe.
Yeah,
I want to believe, bro.
Let's change gears here.
Yeah,
we're about to turn 30, right?
Yeah.
I think it's time for us to do something fantastic with our lives.
No.
I have a proposition for you.
Yeah, what's that?
What if? Just hear me out here. I know it's gonna sound crazy. What if we devote the entire? There's a lot of episodes to watch. Speaking of television, there's a lot of episodes to catch up on.
Yeah.
What if we watch the entire series of California's Gold?
I don't even know where you find it. Do I have to donate to PBS to get a collection of, do I have to call and say, hey, I'll donate more than what you're asking. Just get me not whatever shit you're handing out right now. I don't care.
The entire season of California's Gold. Let's get the whole fucking season, the whole series. And you and I'll be the cameraman. What's his name?
What, do a shot-for-shot remake?
A shot-for-shot remake of California's Gold by Huelhauser.
Huelhauser.
What's the name of his cameraman?
I don't remember his cameraman's name. I honestly don't.
If you guys have never if you guys are looking for something really good to watch, I'm sure you guys are all from California. I'm sure you guys are all from fucking Fresno. If you're not, there's this guy who came from fucking Arkansas or something, and he sounds really fucking honky, for lack of a better word. Fucking Huelhauser comes to California and falls so in love with the state that he decides to go to every national landmark that there is. He decides to visit every national park. Did he ever go to Disneyland?
Nah, he didn't do stuff.
He didn't do stuff like that.
Nah, it was just ghost towns and fucking lighthouses and fucking.
And he would just
this rock here is a national treasure. This is California gold. And fuck, if Huelhauser did not make me fucking smile every time he found interest in the most mundane thing, and it makes me realize, man, fuck, I'm not appreciating where I live.
The thing that was the best about that is that he would go and get unsuspected people and not tell them that they're on what he's doing. Yeah. And these people are just dumbfounded. They don't know what to say. They don't know much more about this place than he does.
Yeah.
He's like, whoa, where are we? I don't know.
So you're telling me I mean, that guy, yeah.
Louie!
Was it Louie?
Come get a look at this, Louie! We need to do a shot-for-shot remake. At least one episode. Can we do at least one episode?
I don't know, dude.
A shot-for-shot remake of California's Gold for Maximum Chillage.
Like, we would have to go to the actual site?
Maximum Gold. Yeah, we'd have to go to the actual site.
I don't know, man.
Let's find our favorite episode. I think that's gonna be the challenge for. I'm gonna outread you, and then I'm gonna out-huel you, because I don't know who's gonna be Louie here.
Is this all the way till next year?
2020.
It's all the way to 2020.
Yeah, all the way to 2020.
Okay.
Pick an episode. If you just have a suggestion of an episode of California's Gold that you've seen, I want you to send it in. Or if you have a place where you want us to go, that would be cool. Is if we did things that were like macabre. Like we'd order Gold Diggers and you act like Hill Hauser beat Gold Diggers.
It's very obscene, but it seems innocent the way he says it.
Yeah.
I don't even want to say things. I'm embarrassed. Can't say it. No.
I really we're well into this. We're good. We're in a safe zone now.
Are we?
I feel like like I said, 30 minutes. It's like a sprint. It's a marathon to get their attention. You're hooked now. You got nothing to do. Either you're at work or you're fucking driving because you got nowhere to be. I wonder if people listen to us while they're driving in circles.
Circles?
Yeah, just like they have nowhere to be. They're just driving. You know, you ever doing that?
No.
Not circles, but like you're just
out for a drive.
You ever go out for a drive? I know you used to.
Yeah, I mean there is there's been a few times. Not like recreationally.
You ever throw on podcasts while you're out for a drive? I usually throw on my scary podcast
when I'm on the way to work. That's it, really. Yeah, I don't think like just when I'm on my way to work or I'm in the parking lot and just listening to the podcast because I'm going to be sitting in my car for the next 3 hours.
You ever listen to our podcast?
I have a couple times. Just when I want to double check something or like, hey, did that sound weird? Or like, okay, maybe make some notes here. Maybe we should do something like this. But yeah, I don't know if I've ever followed through with any of the suggestions that I made to myself. Yeah, man, I don't know. I gotta rethink that this year.
I got a question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
We do this podcast.
Yeah.
But say that writing and time and all of that shit wasn't an issue.
Yeah.
Say that the shit just came naturally to you. What kind of podcast would you want to do, ideally? Just like, if you could do a podcast about anything in the world, say you'd be famous at it. You'd be really, you would be famous.
Man,
that would be your job. That's all you do, is you do that podcast.
Oh, I don't know, man.
Would it be a comedy podcast?
I mean, I guess. I mean, what is a comedy podcast exactly?
I don't know.
I mean, is this what we're doing? Kind of just bullshitting?
I think it's just an entertainment podcast. It's just like, I don't know. I think I group us in entertainment when I had to group us for Apple. So I don't know what a comedy podcast entails. I've listened to comedy podcasts before, not that funny.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I don't. Isn't that crazy? I love comedy, but I don't like it at the same time. Like, I love comedy, but I hate the people who do comedy.
You mean you don't find their podcasts interesting?
I don't find them funny.
You don't find them funny on stage, or you don't find them funny as people in a podcast?
As people in a podcast.
Well, you see, but the podcast is like a more introspective look at those people. Like, the character is who they are on stage, and
who's not funny at all?
That comes out through the podcast, but who?
Dennis Leary.
Dennis Leary? You mean like just in his interviews and stuff?
No, his stand-up. Great actor.
Yeah.
Great drama actor.
Yeah.
In all those cop shows
so
that he's in.
Like No Cure for Cancer or his other specials? His early 90s specials?
No.
I'm not a huge fan of it.
He's a yelling comedian.
Thing. Yeah.
He's a yelling guy.
Which, there's a few yelling comedians that I have liked. What's that fool's name from, like, the 80s? The guy always wore that...
Bobcat Goldthwait.
No, not Bobcat Goldthwait, but, I'd throw him on the list. Another patron saint of Maximum Chillage. No, the guy that always used to wear the little beanie thing and had curly hair and always had, like, a gray coat, kind of heavy set... He looked like the evil lady in Goonies. Like, you know which comedian I'm talking about?
Jim Belushi?
God damn it. No. Anyways, yeah, man. I mean, also, Dennis Leary's old comedy bits like that are largely taken from Bill Hicks, supposedly, one of his close friends who actually did end up dying of cancer. And a lot of his joke material and the even delivery was supposedly taken from Bill Hicks. And yeah, I don't know, man. What do you say about that? Like, do you think he built a career that, surpassed his stand-up routine?
Was that his friend?
Bill Hicks?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were close. And then
I feel like that's fair. I feel like if
I
died...
Fair game?
I feel like if I died...
No, he took it while they were still alive.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, like, I feel like if I were to die and you were to just take my delivery, I feel like that's good. Like, that's what I ever want for my friend.
Well, yeah, but no, they were still alive when that
Was he bitter about it?
Yeah, a little bit, and then later came to terms with it, I think, during his death. But never, I don't think they ever made up, though.
So you don't know what kind of podcast you would want to do. We listen to a lot of like Michael and I get our juices flowing. Yeah. We like to listen to bad podcasts. Like, that's our thing. We look up the worst podcasts that we can find. We listen to them. We criticize them heavily, and then we go. Like,
yeah.
I feel like, is that a bad thing to do?
I mean, if it works, I think it's a smart thing to do. I mean, if that's what works. I mean, is it a little shisty? I mean, you could argue it is, but I don't know if it is. Is it? Nah.
You think who's like one of the best comedians in the game right now?
Best comedians in the game? I don't know, man.
You think
Jim Gaffigan's pretty popular?
Jim
right
Gaffigan's actually okay.
He's
I've been listening to his stuff.
Yeah,
I kind of like it.
I mean, I like about 90% of his stuff.
It's
Some
because of
that
little, damn.
Like,
it's the Sirius satellite radio that I have. There's a lot of comedy channels. Oh. That's how I'm able to listen to all this comedy now.
Yeah.
And there's also the porno channel that I was telling you about. I've been listening to the porno channel a lot, and I feel like that gets me in the mood to do this podcast.
No, but honestly, even like bad talk radio.
I love bad talk radio.
Bad talk
dude.
radio. And maybe that's why I haven't been talking,
dude.
Or that's why this conversation has been hard. That's another thing I haven't been listening to at all in the past like couple weeks is fucking bad talk.
You gotta turn on Bob and Tom, man. No. Honestly, we talked about this a lot.
Like
I hope that you all out there will tune into Bob and Tom. Find out where it's syndicated in your area. It's 95.7 in the Fresno area. They're honestly my idols. They're the one. They get me going, dude. I listen to the porno channel, little Bob and Tom. I'm ready to do this podcast, dude. And I'm ready for the government shutdown to be over, so there could be some interesting news finally, dude. Because I swear, they're running the news right now. Right now, all they're talking about is this blood moon that I didn't get to watch because it was raining. Did you get to see it?
No, I did notice tonight driving home. It was fucking close and fucking huge.
Is it red?
No, it was just like regular moon color. Not light, but, the darker moon color. You know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
It's like a warmer, not darker. I guess it would be just a more saturated, warm color instead of the light, bright moon. You know what I'm talking about?
No, Pauly Shore just posted a link. I need to look at this. He has merch available.
Oh, man.
I'm trying to show it to you.
I don't think any of it will ever be as good as the one that
pretty good. You see this? You gotta come over here.
Yeah.
Freaking chillin'.
That's pretty dope.
Totally Pauly.
I imagine that all these shirts are made of the worst material and are not fitting.
What do you think it would be like to just live the life looking back at yourself only in the 90s?
Bro, I live looking back at myself in the early 2000s, man.
This guy's selling pictures of himself from the 90s for $25.
Yeah, man. That's
only from the 90s.
Yeah, man.
You can't find one on this website. That's
because
him
he
now.
Hasn't really had that strong of a career after the 90s. So, I mean, what picture would he have of him
right now?
Current?
I'd buy it. I almost bought you something for Christmas. It's called Cameo. Have you ever heard of it?
I have no idea what you're
So there's an app that you can get on where you go on this app and you find people. Pauly Shore's on there. You can write down what you want them to say for a nominal fee, like $50, and they'll say, "Hey, Mike, just wanted to say hi from Chewy, blah blah blah." But they do it in their voice. It's them doing it. They're taking a video from their cell phone. They send it to you, and then you send it to your friends. And I wanted Pauly Shore to do one for you.
Weird.
It's like $80.
What I wanted to do actually was, I don't know how much you have to donate. You donate different tier levels to get entries, quote unquote entries, to be drawn. The thing, I forget what cause it was for. It was donations to some fucking cause, and if you get chosen, you would appear in this next season of BoJack Horseman.
Oh, I did see that, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? And you would either be chosen to have the artist draw you as a human or any animal of your choosing from that show's world. And you would have a one line said in the show in one episode. And I thought, man, that would be pretty fucking dope. I mean, I don't know what animal it would be. I was thinking like koala.
Why wouldn't you be you?
Huh?
Why wouldn't you just be you as a human? Because
it would kind of be cool to see what characteristics of myself that they would choose to display me as, this animal.
Didn't our friend do that?
Who?
Our friend Miguel. He's in a manga.
He is in Scott Pilgrim.
Scott Pilgrim.
Yes.
One of the, what version or what?
That's a good question. I don't know, but I've seen the picture.
And he had to pay to be in there, right?
No, actually he
got chosen?
No, he was in a picture at an event thing, and they drew him in that character's world drawing style.
Really?
And it even had his little Rising Sun T-shirt design he used to wear. Not his design, but it was a design.
Dude, that's pretty dope.
Or maybe it was something that. Yeah,
this is something that people should do more often.
Try to get immortalized in mixed media.
Yeah,
it'd be kind of cool, man.
I feel like that's. I don't know. It's cool, but like, how many times are you gonna tell people? Like, are you gonna tell people this? Like every time you meet them?
You see, I would have this thing.
Like you, if you got into BoJack Horseman,
I would have an agreement with like say.
I tried to watch BoJack Horseman.
It's
too much for me, dude.
What do you mean? It's
just too much.
What do you mean?
It just goes too far. Everything's just too far. Everything's too much.
Mean? What's too much?
It's too real, man.
Because of how real its depiction of mental illness and stuff is.
Yeah, his alcoholism, his sex addictions.
Yeah, no, and dude, as the show progresses, it gets uncomfortably real.
It's not even funny. It's just too much.
No, sometimes it's not funny. No, sometimes that show, and that's why I really like the show. It can go from something completely ridiculous and Aqua Teen-esque, and then go into some serious, heavy subject matter. And
that show really does.
They don't shy away from like issues.
If you want to bring it back full circle, that's honestly almost like Pauly Shore. It was a character that was big once upon a time, and the guy can't let it go.
Yeah, all of it. Yeah, just banking on fame, even though a lot of people would not recognize him at all, and occasionally the fame works, and sometimes it
Would
doesn't.
you rather be famous for only a period of your life, or be famous for a long period of your life, but progressively getting worse, like Nicolas Cage? So you want to be like the hero, but you were only the hero for like 10 years?
You mean like a has-been for a good 5-year run as Hollywood's go-to for this type of movie,
and you still had the residual money and stuff? Or you could be like
diminishing returns on residual money, but still comfortable enough to live my lifestyle.
Yeah, exactly. Or would you be like Nicolas Cage, where you're like fucking hot shit, 10, 15, 16, 20 years, and then you're starting to do specials for this app that's $4.99.
Yeah.
And you owe all kinds of money because you're fucking dodging taxes.
I guess I'd rather be Pauly Shore, man. That's actually the lifestyle I I legit would be.
Or would you rather be Jim Carrey doing your art on Twitter,
I don't know, man.
far left leaning?
I mean, I respect some of his stuff, but not all of it.
Like
man.
his movies or his art?
I'm talking about his art.
Some of his art?
Yeah.
I often wonder how much he actually knows about politics when he puts this stuff out.
Well, I mean, I don't think he's that. He's not a dumb person. He's a little hypocritical of some of his stances recently, but maybe that's just him growing as a human being.
He's also a murderer.
What?
Didn't he kill his ex?
The girlfriend?
Yeah.
No, she OD'd on her own drug addictions. He wasn't pushing it on her.
His drugs?
No, I don't think so.
You sure?
If it was.
I'm sure this fool was, I thought this fool was being tried for murder or something.
The fuck are you talking about, Jim Carrey?
What about Andy Dick? Would you rather be Andy Dick or
love
Jim
to hang
Carrey?
out with Andy Dick, dude. Would I want to be Andy Dick? No. I'd like to have him as a friend. Wild stories.
Looking at his Instagram right now. Hold on. Love my new sandals. Gucci. And he's wearing Gucci slides.
I like that he, I don't know, man. Andy Dick is wild, dude.
Andy Dick is on the app. The app that you can buy messages for.
Makes sense.
I feel like Andy Dick is Anderson Cooper's
lover? Secret lover?
Just like second cousin or something. Just the not.
Why?
He looks like Anderson Cooper to me.
Just because they have narrow necks and thin face builds?
Maybe.
Thin pointy noses?
Andy Dick. Another unsung hero of the internet. We need to find out. Here he is. I just want to play one right now. See if we can hear the sound of Andy Dick doing a cameo. I wonder what the rules would be if I were to get him to do an intro for Maximum Chillage. I don't think I could play that on here. He's listening.
What's going on? Oh yeah, turn it down. I'm doing a cameo for my friend. There is going to be a shit show on a boat in Marina del Rey to celebrate Kara's 30th birthday, February 3rd.
He's high as a kite.
I will be there.
I was just going to ask if he was sober these days. Because I thought he did go sober.
Who carries this kind of fucking whistle around?
Turn that off. So, did you get it? February 3rd. It's going to be a boat in Marina del Rey. I'll keep you posted. Please come. Oh, by the way, I'm lounging in the back of my new SUV. I live here now.
There's literally a mattress.
Got a lot of room.
He might live in that SUV if he's charging $50 a message.
Fuck, man. Fucking Andy Dick. Fucking a national treasure. An unsung national treasure.
I think we're going to end it there. Mike, do you have any last final thoughts?
I got nothing.
It took us 20 tries. We finally got something that's loadable. Until next time, goodbye.